Believe it or not, this blue hedgehog is literally the reason I started drawing. If Sonic never existed, I honestly don't think this YouTube channel would either, so I thought it'd be fitting that after more than 3 years from YouTube, the first character I draw is the one that started everything. When I was a kid, I was absolutely obsessed with Sonic. I used to draw him almost every day. Every supersonic form, every transformation, every random pose I could find. I think a lot of kids had one character they couldn't stop drawing, and Sonic was definitely mine. Around that time, I remember watching Sonic Nazo Unleashed. I actually watched it in one of the most coolest places. My aunt was a teacher at a university, and one day, I got to take the day off from school, and she brought me there. I remember sitting in one of the computer rooms watching Nazo Unleashed on Newgrounds. I even remember one of the teachers giving me a Pokemon tin full of Pokemon cards that day. I also couldn't stop watching Sonic Adventure playthroughs, Sonic 06, and even Sonic Unleashed, and even Sonic Shorts and Sonic Zombie series. Those videos honestly made me want to keep drawing. Today I'm just drawing Sonic in the Sonic Adventure 2 art style, and I'm also using an A3 paper, but I'm thinking, should I do a smaller sketchbook instead? Because the drawing itself would take forever and editing the video would take a little bit longer, because before, by the time I finished, I didn't feel like uploading anymore. So I'm thinking if I do smaller drawings means more uploads, more conversations, and less pressure. But let me know in the comments, because I can still continue using the A3 paper, but hopefully more consistency. It's actually been more than 3 years since my last upload. A lot has happened since then. After I stopped uploading, I went all in on basketball. The dream was to play professionally, whether that was in the NBL or overseas. If you guys remembered, back in 2019, I actually went to America to attend Montverde Academy in Florida. I was 16 years old and thought this was going to be the start of everything. Then COVID happened. I only got about half a year experience before everything shut down. I still remember being at LAX airport when Donald Trump announced everything was closing because of the global pandemic. Next thing I knew, I was back home. Classes became online. The following year was online again. Then my senior year came around and I really wanted to go back to America, but financially, it just wasn't possible. That was honestly one of the hardest periods of my life. After COVID, I felt pretty lost. I stopped uploading, I wasn't drawing much, I gained a lot of weight, I became someone who mostly stayed at home. Mentally, I just wasn't in a great place. I kept telling myself I'd upload again, but every week turned into another month and eventually another year. I decided to stop chasing America and focus on basketball here in Australia instead. Another opportunity came up. I thought maybe basketball was still what I wanted, but after giving it another shot, I realized something. I still love basketball, I always will, but I don't think it was the life I wanted anymore. Now, I just play because it's fun, not because it has to become my career. Around that same time, My mom kept saying to me, "Why don't you put one of your drawings on a t-shirt?" At first I ignored it, then she kept saying it. Eventually it clicked, and that's how CityEvoke started. For anyone who doesn't know, CityEvoke is my anime-inspired artwear and streetwear brand, but it's not anime merch. Everything is based on original characters I designed myself. Every piece starts as my own artwork. Then I develop it on Procreate, refine it, print it, test it, until it becomes something people can actually wear. The whole idea behind CityEvoke is that people can express themselves through original artwork instead of wearing characters everyone already knows. Every design has a story. Every character has a meaning. That's what I want people to connect with. Honestly, I had no idea how much work went into building a clothing brand. Learning heat pressing, packaging orders, building a website, photography, marketing, running social media, going live on TikTok even. It's way more work than people probably realize. People usually only see the finished product. They don't see all the late nights behind it. But weirdly enough, building CityEvoke reminded me why I love drawing in the first place. That's why I'm back. Not just because I miss YouTube, but because I genuinely found that spark again. One thing that's changing from now on is every drawing video is going to have me talking. Sometimes it'll be about the character I'm drawing, sometimes it'll be about life, sometimes it'll be about anime, and sometimes it'll be about CityEvoke. I don't want this just to be a speed drawing channel anymore. I want it to be somewhere you can throw in on the background, relax, and hopefully enjoy the conversation while watching the art come together. You'll still see me drawing anime characters, but let me know in the comments what you guys want me to draw next. But every now and then, you'll see some behind the scenes from my clothing brand over on the CityEvoke channel. That's where I'll be showing the original characters I design, how they evolve, and eventually how they become an actual clothing. It's actually pretty crazy though. CityEvoke is coming up on its first anniversary. I started building it last August and officially launched it in September last year. So to celebrate 1 year, I'm planning on doing a free t-shirt giveaway. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, definitely keep an eye on my socials because I'll announce everything there. Before I finish, I just want to say thank you. If you have stayed subscribed to this channel after 3 years, thank you. I honestly never thought this channel would reach over 3,000 subscribers. Seeing people still here after all this time honestly means a lot. So welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed hanging out while I drew Sonic, let me know who I should draw next. Leave a comment because I actually want you guys helping decide these videos. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now if you want more Draw and Talk episodes. The website and socials are linked below. I'll see you guys in the next one.